Hi everyone! Today I am stealing a video idea from someone else, and this someone else is a girl called Alexandria. I was watching her. She actually did my tag video that I posted a while ago. I will link that up there if you haven't checked it out. It's a My Makeup Journey tag, and a lot of people have ended up doing it, which is great because I found a lot of really cool channels from them doing so. So really happy that I found her channel. She's got really good content. Check her out. I will link her up here and down in the description box. So basically, in this video, I want to show you my most unique eyeshadows. So I went through all my palettes and I came up with, I think, 12 or 13 shades that really stand out to me and that are very unique to my collection, and I thought I would just show them to you. So I'm not doing this in any particular order. I literally have a pile of palettes right next to me and they're all just sorted from like biggest palette to smallest palette. So I'm just starting off with my smallest palettes, and the first palette that I have is the Morphe Dark Magic palette. And the first shade that I want to swatch for you is Potion, which is this green down here, and it's a very unique kind of green shade, and I don't have anything like this in my collection, so I will show you guys close-ups after I'm done swatching all of them. But this is what it looks like. It's just kind of like a dark, like mossy, foresty green, olivey green. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's a very unique shade of green, and I don't have any other green shades like this, so this one definitely made the cut for me. So the next palette that I have is a palette that hasn't really gotten a lot of love on my channel, and it's the Alamar Cosmetics palette. And the shade that I want to swatch for you is this one right here. It's kind of like a goldy, greeny shimmer shade, and the thing about this is that it is so freaking foiled. Like, look at that. That is one finger swatch, and it just applies so nicely. And it's not really a gold, it's not a green, it's not an olive. Like, I can't really explain to you what this color is, but in real life it's so stunning and it performs super good. So I do need to start using this shade more because it's absolutely amazing. Next, in my Weekend Festival palette by BH Cosmetics, this pink shade here is very much like a cotton candy pink matte, and all the mattes in this palette are really, really nice. They're super smooth and buttery. And this color story is not going well together, but this shade is just really unique. It applies beautifully, it's very opaque, and it's just like such a pretty, like, baby pink. It's not like a too bright pink, you know, it's not a neon pink. It's just, I don't know, it's very unique and I really love it. Next I have my Dragon Child palette, and I actually have two shades that I want to swatch for you here, and these are the blue shades. So this is a teal shade and this is like a lighter blue, and both of these shades are absolutely incredible. So as you can see, this was just one swipe and the pigmentation on this shadow is incredible, and honestly I probably won't be able to get this off today because it's going to stain. And here's the other blue. Again, it's just amazing pigment. The quality of the shadow is great. I have a hard time finding very, very bright blues that don't like blend away when you start blending them, and these are very easy to work with, so definitely a unique shade in my collection. So next up, I'm sure this comes as no surprise, I have 3 Juvias Place shadows I want to show you. The first one is from my Zulu palette, and it is the green shade in the middle here. It is such a stunning foiled green shade. Again, pigmentation is great. Again, that was just one swipe. The quality of these shadows are just, like, even me just running my finger over here, like, it just feels so smooth and so buttery, and it's just one of my favorite shadows in my collection, I think. Next up I have the Magic Mini palette, also by Juvias Place, and the shade that I want to swatch is this one right here, and it is a purple blue duochrome. It's called Faso, and this is more of a topper shade. But when you really pack it on, you can see that beautiful shift that it has, and I just don't think I have anything else that even looks remotely like this. And for my last Juvias Place palette, this is the Decay palette, I think that's how you say it, or Deuce palette, I don't know, but this shade up here is a duochrome pink, and again, it's absolutely stunning, so creamy, so buttery. Oh, look at that. And this is a shade that I love to use as like an inner corner highlight. You can also use it as like a topper shade or just on its own, but it's very transparent if you just layer it on top of like a eyeshadow primer, but it's really, really pretty. Next, I have a single shadow that I want to swatch, and this is from a Depotted Natasha Denona palette. It's this duochrome shade right here. And it's like a red-blue shift duochrome, and it is amazing. Now, I have tried, I forget what that ColourPop shadow is called, but they have one, it's called Both something, that's kind of similar. But I swatched them back to back or side by side, and this one is just like by far so much more pigmented and so much more unique. And it's like brown, blue, silver, I don't even know, but the shift in this is just incredible. The next one is going to be another matte, and it is from my Karity All Matte palette, and it's this peach shade up here. It's like a neon peach, and I haven't seen a matte like this anywhere else that I can think of. And it's kind of the shade that you need to build up, but when you do, oh, it's like a corally peachy shade. It's so pretty. I have 3 palettes left. Hopefully I can fit them on my arm. I think I will be able to. This is the Zodiac palette by BH Cosmetics. I love this palette, and the matte that I want to swatch, I know I've used on my channel, and it's the purple down here. This is like a pastel purple, and the pigmentation on this is out of this world. Honestly, this whole palette is just such good quality for the price, and I would highly recommend it if you see it. See, this shade and this shade will look so good together. Actually, these 2 shades kind of look good together too. Yeah, I really love this shade. And it's also super easy to work with. It's very pigmented, like I said. I will link a video up there that I filmed using this shade. It was like a date night look tutorial, and you can see how that shadow performs if you want to know. Next up is my Kat Von D palette that I've just done so many videos with. I will link those up there as well if you want to check it out, but the shade that I want to single out is the red shimmer shade. So this one right here. And this is like the reddest shade, at least the reddest shimmer shade that I've ever come across. Also, the pigmentation on this, incredible. It applies really nicely even with a brush. You don't even have to spray it. And it's just red. Like, it's really hard to find a red shade, so I'm really happy that I bought this palette actually. And I saved my biggest palette for last, and of course that is a Morphe palette, because Morphe palettes are ridiculously huge and they really don't need to be. But this is the 35B palette, the only palette from them that I've ever had any interest in buying. And the shade that I want to swatch is this yellow shimmer. And it's incredibly rare to find a yellow shimmer that isn't like a gold, but this is literally just like a yellow shimmer. Like, I don't know how else to describe this, but it's just yellow. And it's kind of like the shade that's in the Tristan Dominique Lemonade palette, I think, but I've never tried that one, so I can't really speak to it if it's any good, but this shade here is really, really nice. And I love using this as like an inner corner highlight or even on the lid. So I will show you some close-ups of these swatches right now so you can see what I mean about all these shades being very different than what you normally see in palettes these days. So these are the most unique shades that I have in my collection. If you have a channel, I would love to see what you could come up with and what are the shades that really draw you in, that you feel like you don't have a replicate of, or that you just don't see anywhere else these days. So I'd love to know. If you like these kind of videos, let me know if you have any other ideas, and I will happily do so, because I love going into my eyeshadow palettes and just like sitting down and swatching a bunch of stuff and just having fun, and my cat loves that too, so that's a win-win for both of us. So if you're new to my channel, I hope you would consider subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!